Greetings, Jedi traders. David here of TradingFibs.com to bring you the daily trend for week 11, day 2. Happy Pi Day. 2017 is March 14th. That's right, 3.14. As always, please seek financial advising when trading with your money, as these videos are for educational purposes only. To support your knowledge of the market, see what's going through my head on any given day. Always make sure you have a solid trading plan and always manage your stop when placing a trade. All right, it is that kind of week as we've been talking about since last week. It's pre-FOMC, the east side of the country getting hit by a major snowstorm, and all waiting for the big snowstorm tomorrow to see if FOMC is going to announce any type of rate hike. So we wait, but at least a small pullback today. Nice move in the AM session. Nice bounce off the lows. If you decide to jump on it, good move. Almost a 10-point handle there. Upside on the ES, but all markets close out at their respective pretty much VWAPs and today's open. All right, let's go over some of the charts from this morning. Take a look at where those opportunities were and what to watch for tomorrow, including the Globex session. Again, hey, everything can be off the table when it comes to FOMC, and maybe finally we get a move in this market. All right, as we do each day, we look at the screen share pre-market on the daily trend. Pre-market trend there, week 11, day 2. We were looking at PPI. Econ highlight for today, it was 12.03. VIX was up. There was our screen share in the AM session with crude down. Gold, yen, euro were chopping, and the indices were already coming down here. 50 under 144 gives us the red color cloud, which is respective of the third bar at the bottom. 534s were in sync, so we already had a Globex downside, watching the VWAPs as well as price action holding down. A lot of chop upstairs, and there it was, crude still maintaining that downstream that it has all week. All right, so jumping into the NQ this morning, we were watching 53.90, 53.95, 5400 to the upside. Well, 5400 wasn't the number, but we did get to that 53.90, just about a tad, a couple ticks shy after opening up actually at the high, so we did rebound back upside to 53.90. The lows, looking at the ES, all the way down to 53.64, so in the range here, not bad. But again, we take that off the AM session MML chart. So taking a look here, we're looking at the NQ, we're looking at the 240 minute, 4 hour, and 60 minutes. So 53.71, yeah, we broke the line there on the NQ downside, 53.71. But just a tad below, holding up as we did prior here last week, and price action pretty much held here at the major support resistance. Was hoping we'd come down a little bit further, but no go today. Hey guys, NQ on the 15-minute MML, that's where we started out the morning session, so levels to the upside were the obvious, but hey, MML reset itself during the session, so gave us some lower targets and eventually held there and bounced back upside. We'll go ahead and take a look at that chart in a little bit. Taking a look at the market profile also on the NQ TPO. Taking a look, majority of the trading, it was pretty much 100% net short from yesterday's close overnight session. We had a big range on the VPOC here at 91.25 and 99.25 there on the pre-market pick. Take a look at the ES as price action. We were looking at an upside of 23.67, 23.71 up to 75. After coming down on the market open off the 65s, we pretty much just retraced right back up to almost 65, but just shy of that. Downside target was more in play, 23.59, 23.53, and 23.44. So in the gap there. As we looked at the ES pre-session, there was holding up support. We would have thought maybe pull back upside to 23.67. ES MML reset, held, retested once, and upside about halfway to the MML there. Well, actually, didn't get back up 50% away. Pretty much chopped at the lows. And here we are, 60-minute chart, trying to meander its way back down and exactly where we went to the lows here around 57. So coming down to the low support here off the MMLs. Taking a look at the TPO, ES again was pretty much 100% overnight short. Again, I default you to Shadow Trader for his early morning perspectives as he looks at the Globex session respective to the previous day's sessions and gives you his analysis. So check him out each day. Sign up and get those perspectives in your inbox. There it is. ES, nice move to the downside overnight, holding, and that's where we held to the open. Nice big gap as the spread continues through the week. All right, key highlights for today as markets on this National Pi Day. We continued our Globex sell-off, found the lows back upside to weekly VWAPs. It's pretty much where we ended the session today. ES just shy of that 10-handle rule off the lows and closing out towards the day's opens. ES 3 points down there. 80 lines, nice job off the lows today. Outliers and crude, slight recovery ahead as tomorrow, full packed of econ data, gets a little recover back upside. There's the news for you today. We end off the session with a downtrend pullback. All right, so it was the NQ key highlight charts there. There it was, the NQ first move to the downside, holding below the VWAPs. Had the monthly VWAP a little mislabeled today, had to reset the chart. So monthly VWAP was actually down here around 53.71. So at the end of the day, was able to fix that. But anyway, regardless, HA bars under the cloud, 51.44, market open, and there you go. You got yourself a nice move to the downside. Same pick on the ES as after a deeper pullback, might have pulled you out there and then got yourself a re-entry to the downside on the ES. So NQ on the MMLs, as we saw, to 53.71. Price action held downside, if we recall. Let's go back to the NQ pre-market. Again, we were looking at 84 as the lows. 71 was the major support on the bigger picture. So when we take now 53.71, still major support here. That's where we found that tail, just like we did back there on the 10th. Holds up. The reset of the NQ 15-minute MML, that was it for the day. 53.71 now becomes the support down here in sync with the 60-minute and the 4-hour chart. And NQ, that's right off the lows, right there. Price action after coming down all the way to reversal, 63.77. VWAP just above monthly VWAP. Pushes up to major support. Unfortunately, gives the retrace here as we see here in the European close. So mid-session here, and then bounces back upside and closes out near the highs, 53.84-ish up here. I apologize, around 53.88, back upside of resistance. So best move on the downside after the reset of the MMLs. There it is, lining up, 63.77. Little retest, bounces back up through the cloud. Pretty much left the PM session to itself. All right, let's take a look at the big picture. So NQ finishes out. There's the reset of the monthly VWAP. Again, you got to make sure your charts are at least 30 days or more. That was the problem I was having. It was set to only 5 days of data. So there it is, monthly VWAP, 53.71. Back downside MML held as that beautiful picture. Let's show that once again. There it is, MML level, 53.63. So taking an entry, guys. If you took that entry, at least on the turnaround counter trend or break above the VWAP, for those who wanted to enter off the lows, nice move. You did have a pullback, might have stopped you out, but gave you another opportunity. Again, this trader here looks for the entries above the cloud. Probably in the afternoon session was about the best opportunity, but here, just grinding along, long tails, just leave it alone, guys. You had your move in the AM, take your ticks and run. YM full session, again, best move was to the downside. Pop above the cloud, not bad here. You can see open and close here. Let's open that back up, by the way. Look at that close and open, just pretty much flat session for the day. Again, YM, same picture, opened up 796, closed out at 803. Just leave that PM session alone. Pretty much you're best off. European close, you could have gone to a lower time frame had you chosen, but again, as we get towards pre-FOMC, you got your move of the morning. Be happy with what you got. ES full session, 2 nice moves downside, 51.44 underneath the VWAP. Go with the trend, guys. You got your better success and probability. Downside pullback deep, we mentioned that just before, and then back downside after the opening Price 65.25, closing out 62.75. A little bit of more of a gap downside as price action holds downside. Another opportunity there prior to the PM session in the European close. And a little grind up, deeper pullbacks, just again off the lows to the highs, just shy almost of the 10 move handle. All right, NQ finishing out TPO. Look at that. Net short of, there it is right there. Close of the Globex pretty much held to the downside. So we are 100% net short of the day, as well as the ES. Pretty much same picture, but nice market profile today. Balanced all the way across, a little slightly up to the upper edge there, as we will look at tomorrow morning and see where the markets have balanced themselves out overnight. All right, daily gaps as we talk about each day, working our way down. 23.48.75. At one point thought we might go get that. We are holding underneath the weekly openings, but NQ recovers up there. 646 downside. Let's see how that crude is doing. Yep, there she is, almost downside as she works her way down to 46.51. Next open gap. Next open gap. We will close it. It's a question of matter when. All right, there it is. Crude on the recovery. I mentioned back upside after the downside move. Pretty much Globex session. Nice candles downside underneath the 51.44. Reject at the VWAP, comes down and pops back up. Hey, little pause here at the daily VWAP. Small pause here at the weekly VWAP, but you got yourself a trend. Stay on it. Don't exit. Heikin Ashi bars is all you need. Gold and euro. Nice move on the downside here in the PM session. Can't say much about the mid session in the open, but there it is. Gold with a nice move downside, so finishing downtrend. And the euro sells off. Look at that nice move. Globex again, pretty choppy here. But as the market ran through the remainder of the session, price action went ahead and moved to the downside. All right, guys, hang on a second. Can't pause. I got a malfunction here on the mouse. Give me a second here. Hey, first here. Whoa. There we go. All right, let's hang on a second. All right, there we go. Fresh batteries in the mouse. Here we go. Finish it out. So 6E, nice move downside after chopping the Globex down underneath the VWAP. And again, 6J, nothing too pretty here as price action just managed to lift up. A couple of potential moves upside here in the 6J. Didn't last long above the Globex high. All right, looking ahead to tomorrow, let's go ahead to the intraday pick. Here we have the ES, again, off those lows, 23.55 MML reset. We talked about how we just managed to get going, pull back, again, a lift, pull back, really couldn't get itself upside. But again, appreciate the big picture on the ES here. As ES in the 60-minute held right at the oversold, bounced up, combine that with the HA bars, you had a nice trend. So overnight, watch for the move up to 67. If we move upside 75, retest of the lower 55 down here, as well as on the bigger picture here. Watch those lower levels, 55 and 55. Lowest I got here is 53 right now. Taking a look at the YM, 4-hour, 60-minute, 15-minute charts. Again, lots of chop here today in between high and low. Upside, watch the 820 back up to 830. Resistance all the way up to 840. Anything to the downside, we'll be looking again to 781 and all the way down to 742 as the bigger picture still holds a downside. Last charts here on the NQ as we push upside back up to 53.90 and a half. Look for a move back upside here as we had tested the overbought reversal area. I use that in quotes, not necessarily overbought. But that would be the highs of the charts on the MMLs. Once we break the reversal and hold up there and keep pushing, we'll have a reset. But looking to the downside, watch for us to retest 81, 71 downside. All the way down here to the reversal 63. Anything upside, look to 90, 93, all the way up to 95. Or the market just simply maintains the status quo until tomorrow. All right, looking ahead to tomorrow. As we see on the economic calendar, it's full of red star events. Consumer Price Index to start out the day, retail sales, and the petroleum. Might get a little bit of movement there. And then jockeying for position, the forecast, and then following, watch out for the chair press conference as well. Please note that sometimes the best Defense is going to a higher time frame on the charts if there is to be a lot of movement, if the market hasn't already priced it in and we get something different than what is expected. All right, Jedi traders, that concludes an insight into the daily trend and technical momentum of the indices and key futures markets as I see it. Feel free to stop by at tradingfibs.com or any of my social media outlets to obtain more information. My trading mantra: one simple strategy, any market, any chart, any time frame will keep you disciplined. You can find me every day on Twitter at TradingFibs, and as always, I leave the crystal ball to the experts. I only watch what's in front of me and on my charts, and as always, leave your bias at the door when trading. Hey, if you're interested in joining us in our community of like-minded traders seeking those highest probability setups, feel free to email me, David at TradingFibs.com. You may join us on any Thursday or Friday to view the live charts as they happen in the trading day. Have yourselves a Blue Zone day, a happy National Pi Day, wherever you may be. FOMC, here we come. Every day, good night, and good trading to you.